Today's cryptic crossword clue is I, for one, say, kind of figures. And this is a double definition clue, or maybe I should say it's almost a double definition clue, in that it differs from most double definitions in one particular way, because most double definitions have an answer with a dual meaning, and the two parts of the clue each play on one of those meanings. So I'll give you an example. Our very first clue on Minute Cryptic was very little time. The answer was minute. It's our first clue. We're Minute Cryptic. The answer was minute. And very little means minute. And in a different way, time can be minute. And so that's how a normal double definition works. But in this clue, the answer doesn't have a dual meaning. There's kind of only one thing that this answer means. And both halves of this clue reference that. In fact, you could say both halves of these clue are kind of directly related to each other. And I wonder if you can see how. One half of the clue is I, for one, say, and the other half of the clue is kind of figures. Those are like directly related, and it's kind of tricky. And I think that's the reason this works. They're directly related in a non-obvious way. And let's start with the second half with kind of figures. Obviously here on the surface, it's kind of saying, oh, that figures, which is a kind of expression. But really, a kind of figures is another way of saying a kind of numbers. We're looking for a kind of numbers, and that's represented by I, for one, say. And maybe if you've been doing cryptic crosswords for a while, you are best positioned out of anybody to work out how this could represent a kind of numbers, because in cryptic crossword clues, say can often mean that we have to find the category to which this belongs as an example. So I, for one, is an example of a higher level category. What kind of numbers could I, for one, be an example of? It's Roman numerals. In Roman numerals, I is the letter that represents 1. Roman numerals is a kind of figures.